All right, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Deontay Wilder is being referred to as much more talented than Tyson Fury, but the talent that Deontay Wilder had might actually be what came back to bite him in the fight. That is what, but is something that he still has and can be used to turn around. That is coming from turn everything around, which is coming from the biggest mouth in boxing right now. And I say that with 100% as a compliment to this young guy, Ryan Garcia, who's out here making boxing news, talking about things, bringing up issues that people want to talk about, doing his self-promotion thing. In the midst, he brings up in the midst of all of that, though, he brings up some pretty insightful points. This one is about Deontay Wilder. Let's talk about Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury, and this talent issue in this video. All right, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. So the one-man boxing industry, Ryan Garcia, who is talking more smack he's talking about everybody, man. Talking about Errol Spence Jr., talking about Terrence Crawford, talking about Gervonta Davis, talking about Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. I love it, man, because I love having these boxing conversations. A lot of people don't realize this, or it's maybe I won't say a lot of people don't realize this, but as a boxing fan, even though we're in the middle of this virus thing going on and people can't leave their houses and fights can't be formalized, if you really think about the amount of time that you spend as a true boxing fan, because most people are into this on this channel, are really, really hardcore avid boxing fans. Just think about the amount of time that you spend waiting on fights, and where, there might be a good fight once a month. Sometimes there's a really good fight every 2 months. A lot of times, though, a lot of the fights that are out there, they can be very good fights, but they're kind of filler fights. So as a boxing fan, you wind up having a lot of these conversations, and these conversations on this channel, or on Trill Boxing Talk, or, Dante's Boxing Nation, or other boxing channels that are out there. Even if you don't like that particular brand of boxing commentary, you're maybe off over there, it's Seconds Out or somewhere else, talking about boxing with people that you enjoy talking about boxing with. So when Ryan Garcia goes into these things, man, in this layoff, it's like a breath of fresh air to me, because I love talking about the sport of boxing. He brings up this very, very good point about Deontay Wilder, and I agree with him. I really agree with him. Basically, what he said was that he believed that Deontay Wilder is more talented than Tyson Fury. And I think that that's obviously, there's different types of talent. Size and strength is talent. And Tyson Fury is a very talented fighter. Don't get me wrong. But Deontay Wilder is, in the words of Nazeem Richardson. Nazeem Richardson said this a few years back, when he was talking about Deontay Wilder. And he said, man, Deontay Wilder must be, and I'm paraphrasing here, he said he must be one of the most blessed fighters in the history of boxing, because of how much he can accomplish with as little training as he's had. It's a fair thing to say about Deontay Wilder, that Deontay Wilder's his technical abilities are unorthodox, and that they are not as fully developed as, say, a guy like Lennox Lewis, or a fighter like Evander Holyfield. These guys that came up boxing from the age of 8, right? Who have all of that stuff ingrained, a lot of the smaller but yet important things really ingrained in their muscle memory. Deontay Wilder, to have accomplished all that he's accomplished, 42 wins, 40 knockouts, reigned as a heavyweight champion for 5 years, 10 successful title defenses, right? That is a Hall of Fame resume off of a guy that is pretty much using his talent to see him through. Now, what is the talent that Deontay Wilder has? He has two pits of talent in my mind. One is his belief in himself, because, my man, that is a talent. There are a lot of people out there, and as I work with athletes, and youth athletes, that's one of the reasons we have the channel. We work with youth athletes, and you see a lot of times that people, they have the skill, but they just don't really have the belief in themselves. The belief in yourself is the ability to commit and trust yourself, that is a talent. And also Deontay Wilder's hand speed, Deontay Wilder's power is his strength, is his punching power is clearly one of the biggest gifts ever given to a boxer. That said, relying just on your talent and not continually improving your game and figuring out different ways to go about doing things. So if you have a plan A, your plan A doesn't work, then you go to your plan B, then you go to your plan C, right? Kind of like Floyd Mayweather Jr. Floyd Mayweather Jr. made people do. Floyd Mayweather Jr. would always take away somebody's A plan, whatever that is, taking that away from you. And now you're going to be stuck trying to go with your B plan. So Deontay Wilder's problem is that he has an A plan, which is to be very patient, wait, set up angles, look for his chance to hit you and knock you out and be that knockout artist, right? If something happens and he's not able to do that, what is his plan B? And that is something I do believe that is lacking from Deontay Wilder, and something that, however, just like what Ryan Garcia said, is something that can be fixed. Because you have that amount of talent. There is the fact that somebody has to take away game plan A from Deontay Wilder means that they are going to set themselves up, that there's going to be other things that are open and other things that he's going to be able to do. Now, I believe that is what Buddy McGirt and George Foreman talked about in their respective interviews that they've given recently. Just by way of review, Buddy McGirt said that he would work with Deontay Wilder, and really Deontay Wilder just needs a couple of adjustments. And Buddy McGirt said not only will Tyson Fury not beat him, nobody in the heavyweight division is going to beat Deontay Wilder if you make these small adjustments. Buddy McGirt is a Hall of Fame level. If he's not a Hall of Fame level fighter, he is most certainly a Hall of Fame level trainer who has done amazing jobs recuperating and changing and adapting fighters like Arturo Gatti and Sergey Kovalev. So, I listen to what Ryan Garcia said about that. There's a lot of people out there, though, that are straight up fatalists that believe that, if a fighter beats a fighter one time, that's a wrap. That fighter will never be able to fight that fighter again. He'll never beat that fighter. That's just end it. That's it. No need for anything again. And that's just flat out not true, man. It is not panned itself. That doesn't pan out in the history of the heavyweight division for sure, where really one punch changes the outcome of fights. And if you look at the Deontay Wilder Tyson Fury fight, the second one punch changed the outcome of that fight. The shot that originally knocked Deontay Wilder down, that crisp shot to the back of his, the back of his left ear, because it was a straight right, so it hit the back of his, it hit the back of his left ear. That's what really, really changed that fight. I don't think Deontay Wilder never got his footing back after that. And he was basically fighting from behind and in an awkward position from that moment on. And that is one punch change in the fight. That is definitely something that can happen to Tyson Fury with Deontay Wilder, where he's the one that gets clipped. Now, we'll see about the length of the gloves, like the length of that jab. The one thing about the glove gate, because I haven't been talking about the glove stuff and the bore stuff too much, because everybody already knows that is just what happened, okay? It's what happened. I don't care what you think. People can win and be a better fighter, and somebody can still cheat, okay? Now, if with Dewey Cooper, Dewey Cooper is the trainer, is a trainer that trains out of the Mayweather gym. I don't know if he trains there exclusively or not, but he was on the Mayweather boxing channel and gave the interview about the glove situation. And what he said was that he believed those gloves were definitely not on Tyson Fury's hands all the way. But what he did was he had it out there to extend the length of his jab. And if he extended the length of his jab to keep Deontay Wilder further at bay and to get Deontay Wilder to react to the jab, let his head go, turn his head to the side so Tyson Fury could then hit him with the right hand. Now, if that changes in the second fight, then that whole glove situation goes away, and it was there. Okay, I'm no give a fat rat what any of y'all say about that. You can leave me a million messages, dude. I see knuckle. But if that changes and that jab is no longer there and Deontay Wilder is just a fraction, just 2 or 3 inches closer than Tyson Fury, and he has some other tools available to him that allow him to set that up, Dude, that fight can easily change directions. But like Ryan Garcia said, it's got to be something that Deontay Wilder's doing right now. He's got to have his mind on it. He's got to be strategizing about it. I personally think, and I'm going to say this every video I do about Deontay Wilder in this situation, to bring in Buddy McGirt. Now, he said that they had a phone conversation with George Foreman, and that's a wonderful thing because George Foreman is a big-time champ, man. That's a Hall of Fame level dude. He knows what he's talking about in the sport of boxing. So if he believes him, Buddy McGirt believes in him, and these guys are training and letting him know what he needs to do, and it clicks with a guy that is as smart as Deontay Wilder, then, hey man, we could very well be looking at some very, very good things coming up, at least for Deontay Wilder. Maybe not good for Tyson Fury, but in conclusion, I have to say though that I do favor Tyson Fury to win the rematch. I don't want it to be that way because I'm a big Deontay Wilder fan, but Tyson Fury is an excellent, excellent fighter, and he is going to be a mountain to climb because he has so many tricks up his sleeve. Tricks, legal tricks and illegal tricks. But anyway, it is what it is. You let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Peace.